Welcome back. I'm Dr. Bradley Nelson, and today we are going to find and release your first trapped emotion. The first thing that I would like you to do is think about an issue that you have. In other words, is there anything going on in your life that you would like to change or be rid of? Do you have pain in your body, for example? If you do, you're not alone. The vast majority of people at any given time are experiencing pain somewhere in their bodies. Do you have a headache right now, for example? Maybe you have neck pain. Maybe you've got a shoulder that's bothering you, or maybe your low back is hurting. Maybe you don't have pain, but maybe you have some other sort of discomfort. Maybe you feel a heaviness in your chest, or maybe you have a spasm in the muscles somewhere in your body. If you're having some type of physical discomfort, I would like you to take just a moment and rate your discomfort or pain on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is no discomfort or pain at all, and 10 is call 911, okay? The most intense pain or discomfort you can imagine. Pick a number between 0 and 10, because after your trapped emotion is released, we are going to recheck that discomfort to see how it is doing. And I think you may just be amazed. Maybe the issue for you isn't physical. Maybe you're dealing with depression or anxiety. Maybe you suffer from panic attacks, or maybe you have a phobia about something. Or maybe you're not making as much money as you would like. Or maybe you're just having a hard time finding the right person to fall in love with. Take a moment and think about it. See if you can identify one specific issue in your life that you would like to be rid of or improve. If you need more time to think about it, you can go ahead and pause the video right now. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that you have an issue and you're ready to proceed. Okay, what I would like you to do now is stand up with your feet shoulder width apart, drop your hands down by your sides, close your eyes, and ask yourself this question. Do I have a trapped emotion that can be released now that is contributing to my fill in the blank with your issue? So if your issue happens to be low back pain, you would ask, do I have a trapped emotion that can be released now that is contributing to my low back pain? If your issue happens to be depression, you would ask, do I have a trapped emotion that I can release now that is contributing to my depression? Once you have asked this question, hold it in your mind. You might imagine that you're seeing this question in front of you hanging in the air. The more clearly you focus on the question, the faster and more clear the answer will be coming back from your body. Now, if your body is swaying forward for this question, the answer is yes. If your body is swaying backward for this question, the answer is no. If the answer is no, you may want to choose another issue and try again. In my experience, when the answer is no, it usually means that you have a heart wall, which we are going to be talking about in the next video, so hang in there. So at this point, let's assume that your body swayed forward, giving you a yes answer. What your subconscious mind is actually telling you is, if your body swayed forward, is that there is a trapped emotion that is an underlying cause of whatever issue you chose. Now that your subconscious mind has given us a yes answer, we can immediately find out what this emotion is, and here's how this is done. The chart that you are seeing on the screen right now is the official emotion code chart. If it's too small for you to see clearly on your screen, you can download it by clicking on the download link just below this video. You may want to pause the video if you're going to download and print out the chart. You'll notice that this chart is divided into 2 columns and 6 rows. This is going to make it easy for us to find your emotion. Remember, your subconscious mind knows exactly what this trapped emotion is. Your subconscious mind knows what column this trapped emotion is in, and it knows what row this trapped emotion is in. All you have to do is figure out what your subconscious mind already knows, you see. So first of all, let's find out what column this trapped emotion is in. Ask this question, is this trapped emotion in column A? Focus on that thought for a moment and let your subconscious mind answer you through the sway test. Is this trapped emotion in column A? If the trapped emotion is not in column A, your body will sway backward for no. On the other hand, if the trapped emotion is in column A, your body will sway forward for yes. By the way, if you need to pause this recording to give yourself more time, please do so. At this point, you should have either gotten a yes or a no answer from your subconscious mind about this trapped emotion being listed in column A. If your subconscious mind answered yes by making your body sway forward, we have just eliminated half of the list. We now know that the emotion is listed in column A. If, on the other hand, your subconscious mind answered no by making your body sway backward, we have still eliminated half of the list, and we know that the trapped emotion is not in column A, but is actually in column B. So at this point, your subconscious mind should have given you an answer, and you should know if the trapped emotion is either in column A or not in column A. If it's not in column A, it has to be in column B. So at this point, we've eliminated half of our list, right? Now, let's get rid of half of our list again by asking if this trapped emotion is in one of the odd rows, that's rows 1, 3, or 5, or if it's in an even row, rows 2, 4, or 6. So ask this question: is this trapped emotion in one of the odd rows on the chart? If the trapped emotion is in one of the odd rows and you hold that thought in your mind for a moment, your body will sway forward to tell you yes. The question was, is this trapped emotion in one of the odd rows? If the trapped emotion is not in one of the odd rows, of course, your body will sway backward to tell you no. Again, pause the video here if you need to take a little more time. If you're like most people, you're getting pretty clear answers from your subconscious mind about this, and it's really pretty amazing, isn't it? At this point, you should know what column your trapped emotion is in and whether it's in an even row or an odd row, right? Now let's find out exactly what row this trapped emotion is in. Let's say that your body is telling you that the trapped emotion is in one of the odd rows. You could ask, is this trapped emotion in row 1? And allow your body a little time to sway and give you the answer. If the answer is no, you could ask, is this trapped emotion in row 3? And get an answer. And if that answer is no, you could ask, is this trapped emotion in row 5? If your body has told you that the trapped emotion is in one of the even rows, you could ask, is this trapped emotion in row 2? And allow yourself some time to sway. And by doing this, you can determine exactly what row the emotion is in, whether it's in an odd row or an even row. Now, if you need to pause the recording to take a little time to do this, that's totally okay. Go ahead and you can click the pause button. And then once you've determined and you're caught up, you can go ahead and continue. Now, once you've determined the correct column and the correct row, you've narrowed it down to 5 emotions out of 60. Think about it. By doing this simple process, you eliminate emotions. And if you've gotten it down to a certain column and a certain row, you've eliminated 55 emotions. There's 5 left, and it has to be one of those 5 emotions. But let me give you a piece of advice here, okay? You may look at that short list of 5 emotions, and you may think you know exactly what the emotion is. But it's very possible that you would be wrong, because the trapped emotion you're after may have become trapped in your body many years ago. It could be from some forgotten event that is still with you. So please try to have an open mind and not have any expectations about exactly which emotion this is, okay? Just be open to whatever answer may come, may surprise you. Once you've determined the correct column and the correct row, you can find out which emotion it is by simply asking, is this emotion, filling in the blank there with the name of the first emotion in that cell? Hold the question clearly in your mind for at least 5 to 10 seconds to allow your body a chance to answer you. If it's not the first emotion, go on to the second one until you find the one emotion that makes your body sway forward in answer to this question. Is the emotion anger, for example, okay? Whatever it is. So please pause the video now so that you can take the time you need to find your trapped emotion. Okay, once you've identified the correct emotion, you should be able to release it very quickly and easily. To release the trapped emotion, you can use your fingertips or a refrigerator magnet or any other type of magnet that you might have available around your house. We've tried all of them. They all seem to work just fine. There's an acupuncture meridian called the governing meridian, which runs from the upper lip straight over the nose, up the middle of the forehead, over the top of the head, and all the way down the back to the tailbone. We're going to put some energy into this meridian and release this trapped emotion. It's this simple. Using your fingertips or a magnet of some sort, simply pass over the governing meridian 3 times. From your forehead, going over the top of your head to the back of your neck, once, twice, and then 3 times. Believe it or not, that's usually all it takes to release the trapped emotional energy. Finding it takes a little more work, but releasing it is very fast and very easy. Let's check in with your subconscious mind now and see if you actually released that trapped emotion, okay? Ask this question: did I release that trapped emotion? Hold that thought in your mind for about 5 to 10 seconds and see how your subconscious mind responds. You should sway forward, indicating that, yes, that trapped emotion was indeed released. Now, if you are in some kind of physical pain or discomfort, I would like you to check in with your body right now and see how it feels. Do you remember a few minutes ago, I had you pick a number from 0 to 10 to rate how much discomfort you were in? Tune into your body now. Perhaps you might want to move around a little bit and notice how things feel. Can you put a number on your discomfort now? How does it compare with how it felt before? You may be amazed. The result of releasing a single, simple, trapped emotion is often astonishing to people. Now, if you weren't having any kind of physical pain or discomfort, but you had some other type of issue, you may want to just tune into your body and see how your body feels now compared to how it felt before. Oftentimes, people describe the feeling of being lighter or more comfortable. If your particular issue was not physical pain, but something more involved, such as depression or anxiety, it may take a bit of time for you to be able to see the results of releasing a trapped emotion. Remember that most people have a number of trapped emotions that need to be released in order to really manifest complete health, love, and abundance in their lives. The process of finding and releasing trapped emotions is as simple as I can possibly make it. Sometimes people actually tell me that they think it's too simple. It does take a little bit of practice, but before long, most people can find and release a trapped emotion in less than a minute. Now, much of the time, once that trapped emotion has been identified, that's all that needs to be done. Sometimes, however, there's more information that needs to be brought to conscious awareness. For example, your subconscious mind might want you to know that this particular trapped emotion occurred when you were at a certain age, or that this was about a certain event. If you have a trapped emotion that won't release the first time, you can ask yes or no questions and dig deeper if you need to, and then try again. In the next video, I'm going to be explaining to you the heart wall, which has been called the most important discovery in the history of energy medicine. I will explain what it is, how it was discovered, and how you can use the technique that you just learned to dismantle the walls that may have been put up around your own heart. I promise that working with your heart wall and releasing these trapped emotions can change your life in so many positive ways. I'm so excited to share this journey with you, and I hope that you're having fun with this. It may seem simple, but it may just change your whole life. So until next time, thank you for listening.